Goosebumps is out starring Jack Black. Is it worth seeing? Is it worth spending the money in the theater? And who should you see it with? This week on reviewsfortherestofus.com. Goosebumps is an adaptation of the popular middle school book series by the same name. Now, basically the idea of Goosebumps is it's kind of a middle school horror story. Now, if you read it in middle school, you're familiar with the scholastic books, it's nothing new. If you're like me and didn't really read very many of them, that might come as a little bit of a shock to you. But it follows the story of a young man and his mom who move into a little Delaware town and find out they have a very strange neighbor next door. Turns out this strange neighbor next door is the author of the Goosebumps series, and he has quite a bit to hide. See, the thing is, he's got to lock the books because the imaginary creatures inside aren't so imaginary anymore.
I'm sorry.
So let's talk about this like normal movie fans, what you actually want to know. How is it? Well, this movie is actually frighteningly good. I was surprised it was as good as it was. Now, it's not going to win any awards, but it's actually pretty funny because it's not just a middle school horror movie, it's also a comedy. So there's a lot of lighthearted moments, some touching moments, really great animation. It's actually a lot of fun to watch. So should you shell out the money to see it at the theater? Well, I think so. If you're into this kind of movie this time of year, I mean, the animation in it would be phenomenal to see in 3D, I think. Now, I didn't get to see it like that. I really wish I would have, because there was a bunch of scenes of like, man, that'd be awesome in 3D. So who should you see it with? Well, like I mentioned earlier, this is a middle school thriller horror series. That's probably a pretty good fit. I mean, there's not really any foul language to worry about. Obviously, there's peril. I mean, after all, these are monsters coming to life. I don't know that I'd take my 10-year-old to it. He's a fourth grader, so still kind of under that level. But if you have middle schoolers that are into thrillers and they're not easily frightened, but they still like that little bit of, you know, the things that go bump in the night, they'll probably really enjoy this movie. Anybody you know, though, that is easily frightened or has bad dreams after spooky things, do them a favor and do not take them to this movie. So I hope this review saved you time and money. If you found it to do that, please share with your friends and make sure you like us on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube too. And if you're not really in the mood for something like Goosebumps, you might want to check out our latest reviews of Pan and The Martian to check out some other alternatives. You can find that all in one place, and that's at reviewsfortherestofus.com. Reviews for movie fans by movie fans.